Greetings all. Thought I would try something a little earlier today and be outside. So hello, this is Shauna Barnes with Pro Sports Savvy, and I'll try not to move the phone so much that it makes you dizzy. I am all about filling in the gaps, especially for women, for that individual who's fairly new to professional sports and either has an interest in learning, has someone in their life that's really into it, or is in a business situation where a few more, bits of wisdom about what the heck is going on in the professional sports world would be helpful. I want to take a starting jump at this situation that's going on right now. It's probably in the news that you've heard about, that has to do with Colin Kaepernick, a quarterback who was in San Francisco and protest and the treatment of blacks in this and the NFL. So I just had a message. I'm not sure if I left or I'm still there, so I'll keep going. So right now, more and more people are protesting the fact that Colin Kaepernick has not been signed to a contract. He's talented enough. He's talented enough to be at least a backup quarterback. And since he chose to take a knee at the start of the 2016, I think it was 2015, 2016 season. Nope, must have been 2016, 2017 season. He took a knee at the first game during the national anthem, which didn't go over all that well with a lot of people. And to my knowledge, he didn't say to anyone in advance what he was going to do. He just did it. And then later he said it was a way to express his disappointment, I guess, with the country because of how blacks and maybe even people of color are being treated by law enforcement. And, from then he continued to do it throughout the season. Eventually he was benched, and he had another contract year to be with the San Francisco 49ers, but he chose to void his contract, to not complete that year. Likely he would have been released anyway, but he chose to do that, and it was to his advantage to do it because it allowed him to control when he was going to be released, and then he would be available sooner for another team that would be more supportive of his efforts. Since he did that kneeling down, there have been other players who've done something similar. There also have been some events, I can think of one in particular where I think it was in Ohio, the players and the police rocked arm in arm and showed that they were actually working together. The momentum seems to be picking up. In fact, some people have decided to boycott watching the league. It comes at an interesting time when ratings for the NFL are down. College ratings are up. There's so many factors that might play into why that's happening that it's not clear. I don't know that anyone could clearly point and say this is why that's happening. I share this with you so you have information about what's going on. So this is my personal take, or as much as I know. I will tell you honestly, when Colin Kaepernick first knelt, I didn't find that to be credible. I don't know the man. I just thought it was just an interesting, curious odd. I didn't even know if he was tired or what he was doing. It wasn't a clear connection for me. My question for myself and for everyone else is, so when we're protesting, what's the point of a protest? How do we do it? And how do we make it effective? So he did bring attention to something. And he did, walk his talk and step in and try to and help some organizations by donating millions of dollars. He finds himself currently unemployed. That is, none of the NFL owners care to offer him an agreement. I'm not sure I know who's right here. I think it's one of those situations, and I feel it's one of those situations which a whole lot more dialogue may be very, very helpful. I do feel, though, that it points to this breakdown in this country at this time, maybe in the world. And one of the things I just believe is totally true is that we need more opportunity and more discussion and more communication. It's like, you believe that? Oh, well, here's what I believe. That type of thing to remedy the situation. I'm not sure I would hire Colin Kaepernick. There's some things about his, attitudes, or I don't know, maybe I don't like his tattoos. Would I not hire him for a protest? Possibly. I don't know. What about you? What are your thoughts on that? What I do know is that maybe I, like Colin, want to see awesomeness in the future and really believe that we can have a pretty super duper world. But it's going to take some, not just dialogue, but also some action. So I want to let you know that one of the pieces I'm working on right now is being able to share some tools and techniques with you that have to do with how do we show up better and more in a more profound way in the world right now. And I would say this, that what I'm doing is I'm going to start using some of these tools, and I'm inviting you to come along and see what I use and see what works and give you an opportunity to do that. So if you're interested in having an impact in what you can do, especially by stepping into your femininity, not or stepping away from, but really stepping into it, join me. Click the button, sign up. When I get 99 awesome women that are, curious and creative and evolving, then we'll get this journey started. If you know someone that would be interested in joining, please, that would be great as well. The address is theshaunabarnes.com. I will put that link in the comments, and also you can click anywhere on the page. Anyway, thought I would just step into have a conversation about this issue. Love to hear your thoughts. As always, good afternoon, good morning, and good night. Shauna Barnes with Pro Sports Savvy, leaving you to enjoy this wonderful, awesome day.